Hey guys, welcome back. So I've been looking through my profile, my collector. I mean, everyone, you can hear everyone talking about the market's crashing, the market's downtrending and stuff. I think the market's calming down. Everything's not going to go up forever, okay? Things have to calm down for a little bit, and that's what's happening right now, okay? I feel like things are calming down. My big, huge drops like this is just strictly me selling Sun and Moon ETBs and XY ETBs, which I think I picked the right time to move them because I'm using that money towards pre-orders, so I don't have to use my money in my pocket to do that. So, and the reason why I had to set so much money aside for pre-orders, I'll show you in a second. But you can see I'm just gonna go through here. Quick tag teams, a little bit of a downtrend. Alt arts, a little bit of a downtrend here. Hidden fates, downtrend again. You know, everything seems to be going on a slight downtrend. It happens. If you are a serious investor in anything, you know you ride the waves. We were on such a huge up and up for a long time. Eventually things were gonna, you know, come down and correct itself. Not go down to what they were before, unless something horrible happens, or like I said, you get Bondi, they reprint a whole bunch of stuff. You're not gonna see stuff go extremely far down unless it becomes like Obsidian Flames, where a set got hyped up and then it just, you know, crashed out, and then it picked itself up way later, which, you know, like I said, investor, you hold it for the long run. But we're not here to really talk about this. I'm only showing this to you because that's what I was looking at, and I decided to myself, I want to talk to you guys about Philippine allocations. You know, Southeast Asia, maybe they're all one and the same because Maxsoft Supply is the distributor for all of Southeast Asia. The allocations we're going to talk about since Destined Rivals and on. So if you look over here, get ready. This might shock you. These are our allocations in the Philippines. I do not know the allocation percentages in the US, but this is how it is in the Philippines, at least for us. And you can see Destined Rivals booster boxes, 19%, half booster box, 23%, 3-pack blister, 19%, check lane blisters, 10%. Sleeved was 100%, which surprised the heck out of me. If you look at the people who are putting up the allocation list, that was the only one that they said everyone got full allocation. And you don't really hear people getting full allocation often. Booster bundle, 16%, ETB, 18%, build and battle, 40%. What does that mean for someone who doesn't know that, what these numbers mean? It means, for example, for Destined Rivals, okay? I ordered 2 cases. So I ordered 12 booster boxes, okay? I only got 3. All right. I should have only got 2, but I was lucky enough to get 3. All right. So for each booster box you have, that's at 19%, and once you hit over 100%, then you're guaranteed 1. You know, that's the numbers work. Half boosters, it says 23%, so technically if you got 4, you're at like 92%. That didn't even guarantee that you were going to get one, so you'd have to buy 5 half boosters just to get guaranteed 1 half booster. You know, that's just kind of how it was. So for booster boxes here, I only bought 2 cases, so I bought 12. Yeah, so I only got 3, which I'm grateful that I got those 3. Black Bolt and White Flare. This was the one that started the troubles for me, that I was starting like, uh-oh. I bought 2 cases of the white one, 2 cases of the black one. And we're not talking about the whole huge case, we're talking about display bundles. So technically it's 40 booster bundles of white, 40 booster bundles of the black. What did I get? I only got 2 of each, because it's 10% allocation. That was the beginning, and when I was like, shoot, because I normally only order 2 cases, maybe 3 cases at the most of each thing. Booster boxes, 2 to 3 cases. Booster bundles, 2 to 3 cases. Booster bundles only if it's a special set. And if you look over here, even the ETBs were pretty bad. They're weird, really weird, that we got 15% allocation on R and 22.5% allocation on Z. that doesn't make any sense to me, that you would have one more printed way more than the other. I thought they'd be evened out, so that seemed kind of odd. You can take it as you will. When you see poster collections and you see binder collections allocated this low, like 11%, where you would need to have ordered 9 of these just to be guaranteed one, or you need to get like I think this is like yeah, you need to order 6 binder collections just to get one. Those things are usually, you know, plentiful and out there, and when they're that low, then, you know, something's wrong. All right, now we're gonna go to Mega Evolutions. Okay, this one right here is what really bothered me the most too. I ordered 5 cases of Mega Evolutions, and out of 5 cases, I believe I got 3 booster boxes. Let me check. I checked. I only got 3. And it sucks because technically I should have been at that, almost at the threshold. So if I order 5, that's 30 booster boxes, 13 times 30. So I was just like maybe one booster box shy of being able to, if I would have ordered one more, I would have got 4. But I was just below the threshold. It's just really close, and they still are like, you know what, you're only getting 3. Too bad. And I get it. If you don't understand how that, why some stores do that, let me explain. They take all your pre-orders, put them in, right? And if you say, for example, allocation is 25%. This is give you a flat number. If you ordered 4 booster boxes, you got 1, and then you got refunded the rest. If you ordered 3, you didn't make allocation, they refund you the money. But then if that adds up over time, like if a bunch of people order 3, they don't get their allocations, right? Well, if you add those 3 up, then it goes over the threshold, and they have some booster boxes to sell too. I mean, it's if you think about it, you look into it, that's how they can have extra booster boxes to sell for themselves. I've seen it happen. I'm not gonna say who or where. I've seen it happen in the U.S. and, you know, all that stuff. It is what it is. People get mad at you for saying it. Bite me. Anyways, this one, the ETBs here was really rough because there's 2 versions of the ETB. There's Gardevoir and Lucario, and so for the ETBs here, the way I had it out, you had to order 15 ETBs to get 1. Right? That means you had to order 30 ETBs to get 1 of each. You see how crazy that is, all right? So let's go back to the booster boxes, okay? You wanted 1 booster box, you had to order 8 booster boxes to get 1, based on allocations in the Philippines. If you wanted a case, you had to order 47 booster boxes to get 1 case, all right? That is crazy. You had to pretty much get ready to throw down $6,800 to $7,000 USD to guarantee yourself a $870 to $900 case, depending upon, you know, what you paid for, and then you'd have to wait for the refund on stuff. Now, granted, it's 30%, so let's say 7,000 times point. You'd have to pretty much put in $2,100 on a down payment pre-order, and then you get 900 your 1 case, and then you get refunded back the 1,200. That's kind of like what's happening out here. You make a purchase, put 30% down payment. If you ordered enough, congratulations. If you didn't, maybe you got a raffle. That's it. That's what a lot of people out here are dealing with, and it's getting really rough. I did pre-orders because I don't want to go to Toys R Us. I don't want to go to Toy Kingdom and do that stuff because I like to leave that for the kids, all right? I'll go there and buy stuff if I'm buying it as a gift for my godchildren, or my kids aren't really old enough to do it yet, but my son Aiden has already began taking a liking to cards. He's coming into my office a few times. He's like, I want a Pikachu. So I gotta look for a Pikachu. I want a Pikachu coin. Now I gotta go look for a Pikachu coin. Well, not a Pikachu coin. I had, I forgot his name. It's not Farfetch. Is it Surfetched or Surfbart? The upgraded one or whatever. But yeah, he comes in, grabs a coin and a Pokemon card. I let him have whatever he wants. Just, yeah, not the expensive stuff though, because 9 times out of 10 I see them either destroyed, wet, torn, or what have you. But then we had the prismatic ones, and this was also something that bothered me, because you saw I opened up a case of booster bundles. Why? Because I told myself I'm just gonna, I have several cases ordered. I'm just gonna put that case and replace that one, right? Yeah, silly me. I didn't know that the allocation was gonna be 3.5%. 3.5%. That means you had to order 3 cases to get a couple booster bundles, or maybe 1 booster bundle if my math is not, yeah, just 1 booster bundle, okay? Look at the figure collection right here for Prismatic Evolutions. You had to order 33 to 34, depending upon if your store is going to be extremely strict on meeting the 100% allocation, the 100 meeting, you know, breaking the line. Like, if you ordered 33 of these, you'd be at 99%. If you ordered 34, you'd be over the 100%. You get 1. So, and there are some stores that are extremely anal. If you don't break the threshold, you do not get that next product, regardless how close you are. And it is rough. How rough is this? Let me tell you what I have to do. Okay, me and my friend, we're gonna look at Phantasmal Flames first and see how the allocations look. If the numbers come up higher, maybe we'll be able to breathe a little bit. But the way that it's turning out right now, I like to keep cases, a case sealed and 1 case open for display. If I want to get to that number, we're looking at having to order like at least 20 cases just to potentially guarantee you 1 sealed case and then some single boxes. That is insane. Okay, that is insane. And the worry that I have is, what happens if they fix the allocations for this, for Mega Evolutions, the 3rd set, right? We don't know what the name of it is yet. If we were to pre-order 20 cases, what happens if all 20 cases get allocated? Some of us are pre-ordering with the thought that we're not going to get full allocation. But if we end up getting full allocation, you see that we don't know what's going on. You don't know what to expect, and it is really hard to try to be buying cases and products when you get the idea. You get the idea. You see the numbers here, and then what happens if this number right here? If for some lucky reason, the 3rd set in Mega Evolutions comes out and it is 100% allocation, and you didn't have the money to buy that because, for example, 20 cases, okay, and this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I head out. 20 cases, all right, that in pesos, that's 1,020,000 pesos, roughly, give or take. That's about 17,500 ish plus dollars, all right, that you have to set in there. Be ready for that set. That's a lot of money to set aside, and you have to do that to just guarantee you a couple cases based on the trend. And it's, I don't know. I'm just telling you guys how it is over here. I'm hoping this downward trend on the market fixes it. I hope that some people back off of it and are really like, okay, well, you know what? things are looking rough. There's no point in buying stuff right now until things calm down. If no one wants to buy stuff, things going down, maybe things will be left alone, be easier to pick up some product. Because you haven't seen me open up much right now. You have not seen me open up much right now. I usually open up once a week before. Now, I think it's like once every couple weeks, once every month. I'm not about to... I like to keep some stuff for display. I'm not about to crack open my displays. I'd rather sit here and talk to you about what's going on and rant on with the rest of you guys about how things are just crazy right now. But leave a message down below. Let me know what you think about how our allocations are, how you think the market's going. I'm hoping that this slight downward trend in and everything the way it's going right now, that it's gonna help with allocations in the future. But let me know what you guys think. I'm out. This is frustrating, but you guys take care. Yay! Game 5.